Hello everybody, I'm Nadia and you are looking at the 3S Yoga YouTube channel. If you like the videos, please subscribe and like and comment. It actually helps us a lot. So I'm glad that you're here. If you'd like to donate, we have in the description box below how to do that. Thank you so much for coming. We're going to be doing an active vinyasa flow. We're going to do the whole thing forward and then backwards on each side. So I hope you have some fun with me. I hope I have some fun with you. Let's start down in Savasana. The greatest pose in yoga. A great time to check in with the breath, the quality, the pace, acknowledging the moment that we start checking in with the breath, how it affects the mind and the body and the connection between them. If you'd like to create intention or dedication for your practice, let that fall in here in your moment of beautiful rest. Bring your feet close together and hug your right knee into the chest. Hug it in and cross it over towards the left, taking the right arm out to the side, glancing over to the right. So get a little bit deeper, pick up the hips and scooch them over towards the right. Getting a nice twist in the back. More important to have the shoulder down than the knee. Come back through the center. Hug the knee in. Straighten the leg up to the sky. Woo-wee! Hamstring. That's why we're here. Release the knee down. Release the leg. Hug the left knee into the chest. Squeeze it in. Cross it over to the right. Scooch the hips over to the left. Let the left arm extend out. Glance over towards the left. Try to relax the glutes in the back. Stay with the breath. Come back to the middle. Hips to the center. Take a happy baby in the beginning of class. We don't do this often, but this pose feels so good. Rock around on the back. Get into the low spine. Play with your legs. I forgot the hamstring stretch on the other side, so we'll take that after this. I'm only a people. People forget things. Extend the right leg out. Extend the left leg up to the sky. Grab onto the back of the leg. Whew, how could I forget that? The old hamstring stretch. Relax the jaw. Let the head get heavy. Bring the foot down to the ground. Walk both feet towards the glutes. We're going to take a bridge pose. So press into the feet. Curl the hips up off the ground, letting the tailbone point up to the knees. Take the hands underneath the back and move the shoulder blades towards each other. If this is too much early in class, just roll up and down. Relax the jaw, lifting the hips. Don't over push it in early class. Let the knees squeeze in a little towards each other as if they're holding a block. Release the arms. Relax it down. Sway the knees side to side like windshield wipers. With your windshield wiper fluid. Come back to the middle. Bring the knees up over the hips. Extend the legs out at a 90-degree angle. Option to straighten the legs out at about a 45-degree angle. Press the belly towards the ground. Palms face down and away from you. Pulsing the hands up and down as you crunch. Keep it up. Breathing naturally. Really pulsing with the hands. You're doing great. Last one. Bring the hands behind the heads. Nice slow bicycles. Squeeze the belly towards the spine. Exhale every time your elbow moves to the knees. Feel the low belly do the work as it pulls the legs in. Three, 2, and 1. Hug the knees into the chest and start to roll forward and back, coming up into all fours. For the favorite, cat-cow. Drop the belly, let the tailbone lift and the head lift. Inhale. Exhale, tailbone drops, head drops, back of the heart lifts. Inhale into cow. Exhale into cat. Take another. And then let the body move and play however it wants. Circles are a great option. We call them barrel circles. Pushing the hips forward and back feels good, or side to side. Taking a second to explore what feels good in your body, where you're holding tension and your tightness. And then walk the hands a little bit forward so you can make your way, transitioning into down dog. Let's just find some stillness here. Letting the heels press down as the hips pull up and back. Press into the middle finger, index finger, and thumb. Let the triceps wrap down so the armpits are trying to glance towards each other. Come up onto the tippy toes and walk the feet all the way up to the hands. Coming into a ragdoll position, a big bend in the knees. Let the elbows get heavy. Let yourself sway if you want, or find stillness. Switch the grip of the arms, of the elbows. Such a funny feeling. Release the hands down. Start to straighten the legs as the weight glides forward. Look towards the knees. Let the head shake around. Yes, no's, maybes. And then stillness. Calmness. Trust. Bend the knees and slowly roll all the way up to standing. Moving into our A series. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Exhale, dive forward. Taking the first one slow. Fingers to shins, halfway lift, flattening out the spine. Release the hands down, step back into plank and pause. Press into the hands to lift out of the shoulders. Let the shoulders shift forward, inhaling. Exhaling, bend the elbows. Hug the ribs with the elbows. Let them touch. Inhale, upward facing dog. Pause here. Let the tailbone tilt down as you press into the hands. Let the heart lift up as the shoulders press back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Reconnect with any intention that you have. Settling the breath. Bend the knees to look forward, step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale is a half lift. Exhale, folds you down. Inhale all the way up to standing. Exhale, the hands to the heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, dive down. Halfway lift. This time, step or hop back, chaturanga, shoulder, elbows, hug the ribs, touch them. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take 3 cleansing breaths together. Inhale into the nose. Open the mouth. Inhale. Open it up. Inhale. Open it up. Bend the knees to look forward. Step or hop to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. All the way up to standing. Hands to the heart. Inhale, reach. Exhale, dive. Flat back, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Look forward, inhale. Hop, exhale. Half lift, inhale. Folding, exhale. All the way up, inhale. Hands towards a prayer, exhale. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, straightens the spine. Exhale, releases you back. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, look forward, bend the knees, exhaling to hop. Inhale, half lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, up to standing. Hands to the heart. B series. Chair, inhale. Folding, exhale. Inhale, straightens the spine. Chaturanga, exhale. Upward dog, inhale. Downward dog, exhale. Back leg lifts back behind you. Step it between the hands. Inhale into warrior one. And pause. Let the shoulders relax down as the fingers pull up to the sky. So fingers lift, shoulders down. Breathing, trying to neutralize the hips so they're both facing forward. On your next exhale, release the hands down and take your vinyasa. You might put your knees down. You might skip it all together and just step straight back to down dog. Left leg extends back. Step it between the hands. Inhaling warrior one. The back heel is pivoted down at a 45-degree angle. So the toes aren't facing to the side or forward. They're splitting the difference. The pinky toe to the heel on the back foot presses down. Seal it down. Bend the front knee a little more. And your next exhale releases you. Vinyasa. We're going to be here for about 5 breaths. So if you want a child's pose, feel free to take it. If you're in child's pose, come and meet us up and down dog. Glancing forward, stepping or hopping forward. Halfway lift and fold. Chair pose. Pausing here. Let the inner thighs roll towards each other. Let the belly pull back towards the spine as the chest lifts up. Relax the jaw. Sit the hips a little lower. Exhale up to standing. Let's take it a little bit faster. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift and take the vinyasa. Right leg extends back. Step it between the hands. Inhale up, exhale down. Left leg extends back. Step it between. Inhale up. Exhale down. Taking your break in down dog or child's pose. Bend the knees to look forward, step or hop to the top. Inhale, halfway lift and fold. Sit back into your chair and stay here. Bring your hands into a prayer. We're going to twist to the right, come back to chair, and then twist to the left. So take your left elbow to the outside of the right thigh. Stack the elbows. Press into the hands, trying to lift the chest up towards the thumbs. Spiraling the spine. And come back through the center. Stay low. Stay low. Switch sides. Hi. Twisted chair is so fun. Come back through the center. Reach up. Get a little lower. Get a little lower. Forward fold. Halfway lift and take your vinyasa. Lift the right leg back behind you. Step it between the hands. Drop the back knee down and untuck the feet. This is where we're going from forward and then backwards. Bring the hands up to the thigh. Let the left hip roll forward and take a couple pulses, letting the hips drop down. Then take the foot out to an angle and let the hips drop down again. Pulsing it down. Bring the feet back to the center, hands to the heart. Take the left elbow to the outside of the right thigh. Option to leave the back knee down or lift it up. Twisted crescent. Breathing. Hug the right hip in. Did it pop out towards the right? Bring it back underneath the torso. Option to open the arms up if you'd like. Glance about 1.5 feet in front of the front foot. We're moving into revolved half moon. I call it twisted half moon. Bring the right hand to the small of the back. Start to look forward and take the hand forward. As you shift the weight into the right foot, the back leg lifts up. You can leave the hand on the small of the back, or you can open the hand up to the sky. If it's up to the sky, try to lift it up so high that the bottom arm can float, really testing your balance and the strength. Take the top hand down, standing splits. Relaxing the jaw. I say that so much because I need it. Walk the hands back in line with the toes. Bend the elbows out to the sides if you want to get deeper. Sway around in the foot. See where you get the best stretch for you today. And then find a pause. We're moving into warrior 3. So start to walk the hands forward so you're flattening out the back. Pull the inner thighs towards each other. Press into the right foot. Press into the right foot so hard that you can lift up and take the hands back by the sides into a prayer or out in front of you. Breathe in and out of the nose. We're coming all the way up to standing, so press into the foot. Try not to put the left leg down and lift it out in front of you. Flex the toes towards the face. Give it little pulses. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knee. The right hand comes to the outside of the left knee, and the left arm goes back behind you. You can glance over the back hand if you have the balance. Otherwise, look forward. Whatever tickles your pickle. Take your arms up to the sky and down to the heart. We're going backwards now, so extend the leg forward, pulsing it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Moving into warrior 3, extending the leg back behind you, straightening out the spine. Press into the big toe mound with the standing foot with a gentle bend in the knee. Release the hands down, standing splits. If this is too much for you, bring the back foot down into a pyramid pose. Feeling the right calf. Coming into a twisted or revolved half moon, walk the hands forward, bring the left hand underneath the face. The right hand can come to the small of the back or up to the sky. You can reach up, so you're not putting as little weight into the bottom hand as you can, or no weight, up to you. You can also use a block here. And now we're stepping back into a twisted crescent. So start to bend the front knee, so you can step back, press into the legs, inner thighs squeeze together, coming up, bringing the hands into a prayer, and taking the elbow to the outside of the right thigh. Inhaling up into crescent, neutralizing the hips, pubic bone presses forward. Feeling a burn in the right leg. Releasing the hands down, dropping the back knee down, scooching it back a little bit, taking the hands to the inside of the right thigh. You can drop down into lizard or stay up high. My option is staying up high. So otherwise you come down onto the forearms. Whew, too much for me today. And that's okay. Try to let the glutes relax. Feel that in your hip. Man, that's a good flow. If you want more, come on up onto the hands. Take the right hand to the right inner thigh and press it open so the bottom of your foot comes up as the hips get heavy. Option to bend the back knee and reach for the back foot for a quad stretch as well. Releasing the foot. If you're still down in the lizard, come on up. Tuck the back toes under, lift the leg, step back. Optional vinyasa or straight to down dog. We're going to scooch on to the other side. The left leg lifts up and back. Step it between the hands. Drop the back knee down and untuck the toes. Bring the hands up into a prayer or onto the leg and start to press the hips and knee forward. Little pulses. That feels good on the back hip flexor after everything we did on that leg. And then angle it out to the side. And give it a couple more pulses. Bring it back to the center. Bring the hands into a prayer and take a twist. You can stay here. It's tempting, but I'm going to tuck my back toes under and lift the leg up. So my right hip is getting heavy, but the right thigh is still lifting. The right heel is pressing back. Try to lift the heart up towards the thumbs. Fall if you need to fall, and come back up. We're moving into twisted half moon. Glance about 1.5 feet in front of you. Bring the left hand to the small of the back. Start to take your fingers out in front of you where you're looking, and as you shift your weight into the left foot, the back leg pops up off the ground. Option to lift the arm up to the sky. You can lift the arm up so high that the bottom hand is hovering. It can be on the ground. Sometimes I just like the tip of my middle finger on the ground just to have a little extra stability. Release the top hand down, standing splits. Walking the hands back in line with the toes, bending the elbows out to the sides. Moving your weight around on the foot, finding the spot that feels really good. And pausing. And breathing. Walk the hands forward to lengthen the spine. We're moving into warrior three. Let the inner thighs pull together and up as you press into the foot, lifting up into warrior three. Remember that little bend in the standing leg. Let the head and the heel press away from each other. Relax and breathe. Press into your left leg, your pillar of strength. It's all your support right here. We're coming up into standing. Try not to put the right leg down and extend it out in front of you. See, everything I say is a suggestion, even for myself. And start pulsing it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knee. Bring the left hand to the outside of the right knee and reach the right hand back behind you. Choose where you gaze. Come back through the center. Reach the arms up to the sky. Try to keep the leg lifted. Bring the hands to a prayer. Moving backwards, extend the leg forward. Little pulses up. My left side, the balance is wild. So different on each side. 3, 2, 1. Moving into warrior three. Swinging the leg back behind you. Coming into warrior three. Release the hands down. Let the head get heavy. Let the back heel lift up. Walk the hands forward as you take the right hand underneath the face. The left hand can come to the small of the back or up towards the sky. Revolved half moon. We're going to be stepping back into a twisted crescent. Stepping it back, lifting it up, bringing the hands into a prayer, and coming into your twisted crescent. What a fun flow. Woo-hoo. Go yoga. Feeling those legs. We're to come back into crescent pose. Getting low. Lowering the back knee down and bringing the hands down to the inside of the left leg, scooching the left foot out towards the left a little bit more. Scooch the right knee back. A lizard. If you're on your forearms, enjoy. If you're up, I try to bring my fists onto the ground instead of my wrists, and I lift the chest up and pull it forward. If you're low and you want a different sensation, come up onto the hands. Take the left hand to the left inner thigh and press it open so you can look down at the bottom of the foot. You can stay here or you can bend the back knee and reach for that foot to get a quad stretch as well. Release it down. Tuck the back toes under, lift the leg, step it back. Take your vinyasa. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Bend the knees, roll up to standing. Let's do a couple of balancing things. Bringing the weight over into the left foot. Hug the right knee up to the chest. Cross the ankle so you're making a figure four out of the legs. Flex the foot. Sit back so you're sitting back towards a chair. And let the right knee press down. The deeper the knee gets, the more the hip opener gets. Stay here for a moment with the chest lifting up. Some people like how it feels up here, and some people like to take their hands down towards the ground. Some people like to play with balancing poses. Take a moment here to do whatever you need. If you're down, make your way back up. We're going to try to transition into tree pose, taking the foot to the calf or up to the inner thigh. Wherever is right for you today. Try to lift up through the chest so the left hip can pull underneath the hip. as you lift up. And release the leg down and shake the left foot out. A lot of strengthening in the legs today. Bringing the weight into the right foot, lifting the left knee, crossing it over, and sit it back. Again, the foot is flexed, the knee is getting heavy. Sit the hips back. Lift the chest and the heart and the top of the head. Stay here or drop the hands down. Those of you who have dropped it down, start to come back up. We're transitioning into tree pose. Try not to put the foot down. We'll see what happens as we go. Start to lift up. Take the foot to the inner thigh or to the calf or the heel to the ankle in a kickstand position. Lift up through the chest and try to hug the right hip underneath the torso and the ribs, shoulder. Press the foot and the thigh towards each other. Take your hands wherever you like. Bring your hands back down through a prayer. Release the foot and shake it out. Inhaling up. Exhale, fold. Bring the feet hip wide apart. Bring the peace fingers towards the big toes. Let the elbows hug out to the sides as the head gets heavy. Move and sway the hips around. Undo the hands. Walk the feet further away from each other. Let the hands move back in line with the toes as the head gets heavy. Sway the hips forward as the weight moves forward to the balls of the feet. And breathe. Great work today. Walking the hands forward, take the left hand underneath the face and reach the right arm up to the sky. Notice if the right hip popped out and try to hug it back towards the center. And switch directions. Walk the feet back in and come down into a seated position. Let the right leg extend out in front of you. Hug the left knee up towards the chest. Take the left foot over the right thigh. You can leave the right leg extended or you can bend the foot to take it to the outside of the hip. I like mine extended. You're going to take the left hand, inhale up. Oops, you're going to take the right hand, inhale up, and the exhale is going to come to the outside of the knee. I grab around the knee. As I inhale, I lift up through my chest, and as I exhale, glance back behind you. So there's all sorts of different places you can have your hands. They can be binding around. The left hand can be back behind you. Your arms can be inside or outside of the leg. You just find what's right for you. Come back through the center. Bring the left foot to the inside of the right thigh. Inhale, reach up to the sky. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, pull the chest towards the toes. And exhale, deepen down. Inhale, pull the chest towards the toes. Exhale, deepen down. One more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, deepen. Rolling up. Extend the left leg out. Take the right foot over the left thigh. Option to stay here or to bend the left foot so it comes over to your glute. Up to you. Left arm reaches up and either cross it around the leg and take the back hand around you or hug the knee into the chest. Inhale, lengthens the spine, and exhale, opens, glances behind you. Come back through the center. Bring the foot to the inside of the thigh. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, deepen. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, deepen. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, deepen. Walking the hands up, taking a butterfly, bringing the feet together. Reach up through the sky and walk and fold forward. That's what I have for you today. If you'd like to roll onto your back for Savasana, please do so. Otherwise, just sit up nice and tall for a moment. Relax the jaw. Open the forehead. Take a CAT scan and MRI of the mind, of the body. Letting the effects of the practice melt and sink into yourself. Thank you for trusting me to lead you in your practice. Thank you for working and playing with me today. Bringing the hands into a prayer, to the forehead for the right thoughts, to the mouth for the right words, and to the heart for the right actions. Namaste. Please subscribe, comment, like, and if you'd like to donate, check it out below. Hope to see you guys back soon. Namaste.